Good morning, good day, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you're at, whenever you're watching this video. Hey, thanks for joining back in. I did get to the bank, and look at this. I got 10 rolls, each denomination, and they are all customer wrapped rolls, so I'm excited for this one. In particular, pennies with uh, the environment we're in now. This is what I'm expecting to get mostly now is customer wrapped rolls. I haven't asked for a bank box. Um, I do want to check this one out here with you guys. I don't know if you can see that, but there is something right there sticking out. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't check. Let's just do this with there. I'm sure my bank does this, but it's good and nope, nothing there. But I've got something sticking out right there, so I am curious. We will start with the pennies now that I'm doing this one, and just to see what we have. Get my piece here, see what we have, and okay, so we do have some copper mixed in there, but that's what was sticking out. That is just probably a corroded. Yep, that is just one beat up cent. That is a memorial cent. But let's just take a quick look here. For the most part, we're looking, of course, we do have some copper, but we're looking for wheat cents, 78. So we do have some good coins in here, and I will go through a little more in depth just to see for any varieties. But we do have some 70s in there. Well, look at that. That is a 2024. Maybe bring you in a little bit closer here. That might help out. There we go. 2024. That parking lot coin. That is 81. 2023. Wow, that's got a nice shine to it. So these are going to look like they are circulated, of course. We do have some newer ones, some zinc ones, as well as some copper. So hopefully we'll get some Wheaties in here. I will bring you back in for any finds along the way. All right, folks, I had thought about bringing you in earlier, but I said, 10 rolls, I'll just bring you in at the end. Make this a quicker video, save some time here. So I do have my separations here, 1960s, 70s, and 80s. We had 1960s. We had 75 from the 1970s, 25 from the 1980s. That's 80, 81, 82. I did weigh all of the 82s to make sure that that's just all the copper. So of copper finds in these 10 rolls, about average for me still, it's 24.2% in these. So I'm right around 22 to 25% copper averages. So we're still along those averages, which is going good. We had one very dirty find. That's a 2001 Canadian. But yeah, that's just been a well-loved dirty coin overall. We did have two from 2009. We have his formative years, and that's a 2009 Philly on there. Well circulated, I'll say that. And then we also had the presidency. This is the lower of the mintage of the years, and that is a 2009 Denver. Same thing. Good details, dark toning, but definitely circulated for their Nat album upgrades for myself. We did have one 2024 Denver. That's nice, still in good condition, so it's still nice to see those around. And then of our wheat finds, we did have two Wheaties. Look at that dark, dirty, but still some pretty good contrast and details there. That is a 1940 Denver, some corrosion starting on that front side. And then the second one, same thing, some spotting here and there. And that's 1957 Denver. So 2 Wheaties on those fines. That turned up there a little bit. 24% copper. Not bad for 10 rolls of customer wrapped rolls, especially now that banks are being picky on how much they want to distribute. So it's nice because I'm only asking for $5, 10 rolls at a time. Nothing's getting red flags. So I think I'll keep up with this style for my penny hunting until I can't get any more or until my albums are filled. So I'm going to get started on my favorite coin to hunt. I love hunting nickels, and I'll bring you back in for any finds or the summary of those 10 rolls. All right, folks, here we are at the end of 10 rolls of customer wrap nickels. Standard finds. One good find on here. This is actually 2. I'll say that too. This one's a nice one because you don't see that often with your Canadians, but that's a 1961 Canadian. That's definitely an oldie. I haven't seen a Canadian nickel that young, that 1960s, in I don't know how long. It's been a while. We do have a 68S and a 70S. Those will add to my estimate mark collections. Of the nice finds, we had 2 1940s. There we go. Keep that lower. Focus is giving me troubles. Both of those are from the Denver mint mark. I mean, as dirty as that is, I just like that toning. Well loved on that. You can see some of the rubbing starting to lose the rim there. Backsides are pretty good. We don't know what happened here to Jefferson. This is a 1946. Couple little drill marks in there, I'm assuming. And that is a 46 Philly. That is the common date of there. But look at this. Almost brought you in when I first found this one. That's a 1946. This is a key date, semi-key date, depends on your classification. Look at that. That is a San Francisco. See if I can bring that in a little bit closer for you to see. That is a San Francisco mint. So that is a low mintage coin. I don't think that's going to be an upgrader, but looking forward to checking that one out. And the final find here is our 1956. That is a Denver as well, so common 1956. But that key one, the 2 key finds, that 61 Canadian and that 46 San Francisco. Go and get started on the dimes, and I'll bring you back in when we're done. And this is it for the dimes. I only have the one here, and that is a nerdy 2023 Denver. There's really nothing special about this. These were customer wrapped dimes, so I made a profit of $10 or 10 cents. That was a extra dime in one of the rolls. So nothing other than that. No varieties to be noteworthy. No errors. No silver. As expected, dime roll. So I'm going to get started on the quarters, and I'll bring you in for any finds along the way. All right, folks, here we are, 10 rolls of quarters, and nothing of excitement, as expected. Quiet rolls here. We did have one Philadelphia bicentennial, especially with this next centennial coming up. It's a nice one to still see these. We had 3 Denver bicentennials. Fair condition, good condition, so I'll add those to my bicentennial collection. And then we had 3 lower mintage. We had a 2009 Guam, and that is a Denver minted. We had a 2009 America Samoa, and that is the Philadelphia mint, so good condition, low mintage 2009s. And the final one was this 2010 Yellowstone, another good one, and that is Philadelphia mint as well. So pretty quiet finds through these 10 roll denomination hunt here. I will say the only big find was that nickel, San Francisco nickel, was an album filler for me. So that was a definite win. I just want to take a moment, guys, and say for those who have subscribed, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Be sure to give me those thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, just click that button. I do these videos weekly, just charting my coin hunting and coin collecting hobby and how I'm filling these books and these albums and other finds along the way. So thanks for joining in. Thanks for making it to the end. Click that thumbs up. Click that subscribe. Write those comments below. Work that YouTube algorithm. And until the next time, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day and happy hunting.